Hello and welcome to my channel. There needs to be some things addressed. First off, my name is Kristen. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you subscribe and I hope you watch my past videos to get a sense of who I am and what I do. I do productivity videos most of all, and I have a few lifestyle videos stuck in there, so you kind of get a rounded YouTube channel here. I am married with 2 daughters who I'm very, very proud of and very protective of. And if you're a loyal subscriber, you're here from the beginning, welcome back. This video, you notice that the comments have been turned off for a reason, because as loyal and as supportive as my subscribers are, y'all can get a little bit rowdy, but it's all love. This video, I did not want to make this video, but it's been a very, very long week, and the day you're seeing this is the day I filmed it, which is Saturday, January 14th. Normally I do not work on Saturdays. I would rather be spending that time with my family, but here I am. So if you've been a subscriber of mine longer than a week, then you know some things that have kind of gone down, that have gotten out of hand. Then you know I also do live streams. Live streams are something that is my favorite thing to do on my channel. We have a lot of fun. We not only talk about planners, we talk about life, we talk about mental health. We can be a little bit petty, but it's all fun petty. It's nothing serious to, you know, intentionally hurt anybody. And if I do ever hurt anybody, I always apologize for offending. Not an if. It's always if I apologize, but that never happens. I want to talk about a situation that happened this past week and how it's kind of escalating to what it is now, and this video will make sense. This past Monday, which was the 9th, I did a live stream, and it was a very lighthearted live stream, like all of my live streams are. And I jokingly mentioned lurkers, and you know, everyone who does a live stream or anyone who does a video or, you know, Snapchat or any type of thing where you have a live feed, you're gonna have some lurkers. It comes with the territory. I jokingly talked about it. Anybody who watches my live streams know that I talk about it and I joke. It's never that serious. And someone, you know, felt a certain way and she got offended by the word lurker and decided to direct message me. I won't get into what was said about the direct message, and I just told her, you know, I was not talking about her. I know she's not a lurker because she's been in my streams many times and I've talked to her. And, you know, as I was doing my live stream, I kind of just mentioned that, you know, it's not fair to bring up a tragedy to make someone feel guilty for supposedly being called out. And it's also not relevant to bring up things that have nothing to do with the conversation, which was what happened in my DMs. And so I didn't mention her name. I just said, you know, as a generalities, nobody even knew I got the direct message. And she felt the need to out herself in what happened in the stream. And it was hilarious that she outed herself because I didn't. And, you know, people were asking her why she outed herself, and she said she felt the need to, and she got very defensive. And because she got very defensive and she just kept going on and on, I decided to block her. Not because she said anything rude, not because she said anything disrespectful. It was to the point where there was no reasoning with her, so I decided to just kind of remove her from my YouTube channel. I did not block her on social media. I figured once she calmed down, we can maybe have a discussion and everything would cool off. The next day, I did a live stream and I talked about the series of direct messages that came from this person on my Instagram. And I basically said how I could not reason with this person, how apparently I was talking about something that happened in her life and I was being very rude about it, which I wasn't, and my subscribers know that I was not being rude about it. And I couldn't reason with her, so I basically said, you know, I'm done with this. I'm going to block you, because I really didn't want to go the back and forth, and I really think you should not go back and forth with someone who just doesn't want to be reasoned with. Whether it's online or whether it's offline. And what happened from there is that her daughter proceeded to come on to my next live stream that I did later on and decided to bully me repeatedly. She left a total of maybe 30 comments calling me very derogatory names. She said that my children were very ugly. She mentioned that my husband needed to drink to be with me and told me I was jealous and was very, very rude, and I was called a lot of curse words, and it was very, very rude and very disrespectful, and it was a line that I have never crossed with anyone, whether it be on YouTube or offline. I think that bringing children and bringing significant others into it is very, very uncalled for and very below the belt. I did not respond to these comments the way she wanted me to. I just said, you know, do you feel better about yourself? And I asked her to please leave me alone because it was to the point where it was very over the line. What happened next is that since her mother was blocked from my channel, she came under her daughter's name and decided to bully me again. I was called a lot of curse words. I was every 4-letter word and every derogatory name you can call a woman, I was called in a single comment, and I was basically threatened to come to her city and say it to her face if I really wanted a piece of her. That's what I gathered from what she said, and I was basically done at this point, and I was just like, how can something go this far? I left the comments up on that stream, and so people would know what type of bullying can go on. I'm not a fan of bullying. You guys know me. I mentioned that my daughter has been bullied in school. I don't tolerate a bully. I don't bully anyone. And for someone to come onto my channel where my live streams are very lighthearted and to ruin it for all of my subscribers is very uncalled for. She also called my subscribers a very derogatory name, which was very uncalled for. And I'm very protective of my subscribers because they are why I have the numbers that I do and why I keep doing what I do. And what has happened since then is that I did a live stream and I was doing a very, very lighthearted stream, and it was a Q&A where I wanted people to ask me just random questions and I would answer them, and we talked about mental health, we talked about planning, we talked about my favorite foods and foods I didn't like, favorite movies, and a lot of stuff happened where I was trolled again. I don't know if it was by this woman and her daughter or someone else, and I just believe that it was her because of the things that were being said. It sounded like something she would say. Am I 100% correct that it was her? No, but you know how you have a gut feeling. And so some things transpired, and this has gone on way too long. I have not done anything wrong in this situation. I retaliated in a video by not even going below the belt, by just saying that, you know, to come after my family is something you really do not want to do. And that was after I was attacked first. And I don't appreciate it. To me, to come to someone's channel and threaten them, to talk very ugly about their children, to talk very ugly about their spouse and how they feel about you, is very uncalled for. She also attacked my mental health. And I am very open about mental health on my channel and in my streams. I think it's a very important topic to talk about, more than any other video that I do. She told me I needed to go get my mental health checked because she was pointing to the fact that I must not be mentally stable. And for someone to say that to me is very triggering and can really take a person back to a place they don't want to be. And anyone who knows anyone with a mental illness, or if you suffer with a mental illness, you know how serious that could be for someone to tell you you need to go get your mental health check. And for someone this unhappy to go to these lengths to try to tear someone down is uncalled for. With that said, after this video, after today, I will not mention this situation anymore. This is why my comments are disabled. I will not mention this situation anymore in a live stream. I will not mention this situation anymore in an Instagram live stream. You are a subscriber of mine, or whether you're new. If a subscriber wants to message me about this situation, you will be blocked. If you want to comment on this situation in a video or a live stream, you will be blocked. Because I am no longer going to mention this woman, her daughter, or her name. Because someone like this wants attention. And she wants me to mention her name, and she wants me to address it. It has gotten to the point where it is weird, it is creepy, it is scary. Because this woman and her daughter seem to be very obsessed with me and what I do. For instance, I had a 5-hour live stream last night. It is the longest live stream I've ever done. For 4 hours of that live stream, it was very lighthearted. And yes, there was maybe some rude things said after 4 hours in. And I've taken that video down. I figured it was not worth it. And she watched my entire video to see if I said something about her. To me, this is a very scary situation, because if you would go through these lengths to keep up with what I do, if you have told me over and over you do not like me and you don't care about what I do, you obviously do, and it scares me. What I want is the situation to leave me alone. I want this woman and her daughter to leave me alone, and I want to go on doing the videos and live streams that I love doing. So with that said, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope it's informative, and I don't want to make this type of video again. So with that said, I will see you all next time. Bye. Have a good weekend.